Episode 94. Because he was Jake. Jake had dressed very formal. Black tux and old-fashioned pocket watch. Tall and handsome as always. Standing in front of her, he looked like a prince walking out of a novel. Birthday? Serena was shocked. She had no idea today was her birthday.
Isn't it? The date on your ID.
Jake's brows were knitted. God knows how long he had been preparing for this surprise. She shook her head slowly and then nodded, her eyes wet. I had no idea. I've never celebrated my birthday before. The date on my ID was the day when the director of the orphanage found me. Jake said in a low voice,
This is your birthday, and I will be with you on all your birthdays in the future.
She looked up at the man in front of her, and her heart thumped. He did not look emotional at all. He looked so calm that it was hard to believe that he just said that. He was still him, the arrogant and cold man, but so attractive. And I will be with you on all your birthdays in the future. He sounded like he was stating a fact, his voice cold. However, the words were almost scorching, leaving a burning mark in the deepest corner of her heart. Instantaneously, her eyes became blurry. Looking at his serious face, she tried to confirm what he had just said. Did you say that every...
Yes, all of them.
There was no doubt in his voice. Serena's heart raced, and her tears fell. Standing on her toes and spreading her arms, she threw herself into his chest. Jake was dazed, but quickly put his arm around her, with his face suddenly looking gentle. You said every birthday.
I said every birthday.
In her wildest dream, Serena could not even picture Jake promising something like this. Jake rarely made promises. However, once he did, he would do everything he could to keep it. She knew that about him. She knew that so well. Her tears wetting his tux, Serena sniffed and looked deep into his eyes, asking carefully, Today's my birthday, right?
Yes.
Then, you would grant my wish, wouldn't you?
I would.
Hearing his response, Serena let go of him and looked at him timidly, as if she was a child begging for candies, whispering, Then, can you promise me that you will only celebrate my birthdays? Not other women's. Jake was 6'2", while she was 5'4". She had always looked up at him. Jake looked down at her, and Serena's heart raced. She knew she was probably asking too much. Although she had only had him, he also had Julia, didn't he? Serena thought he would not agree. He would either change the subject, or simply turn her down. However, he gazed at her, and only said one word.
Yes.
The word was worth more than all the money in the world to Serena. She almost burst into tears and nodded. Henrik was standing in the corner of the restaurant, and he touched his chin, looking satisfied. However, Daniel, who wasn't next to him, immediately said,
The girl is too innocent. Doesn't she know that a man's promises could never be trusted?
Hearing that, Henrik gave him a stare and hit his shoulder.
Do you know whose grandson you're talking about?
Daniel immediately said,
Your grandson.
Henrik decided not to pay any attention to him, gazing at his favorite couple. Seeing their relationship getting better and better, Henrik was pleased with his arrangements.
He's not like other men, because he's my dear baby grandson.
Daniel looked full of doubt. However, many years later, when he talked to Serena about her birthday wish back in time, she told him with a smile, "Because he is Jake." She trusted him just because he was Jake. The band of musicians from different countries walked to the couple. They each held their instruments, circling around Serena and Jake, looking cheerful. The music was merry, but the piano faded out. Standing up, Travis slowly walked towards Serena with a smile on his face. However, only he knew that as he approached her, his smile became more and more reluctant. He felt incredibly nervous, even more nervous than the first time he had entered a global piano contest. Jake was watching him. Looking at Serena's face, which was incredibly similar to his lover, Travis said,
"Serena, today's not only your birthday, but also mine."
Serena was surprised. However, thinking back, Travis seemed to be telling the truth. "Such a coincidence." Travis nodded, his hands trembling. Even Serena could notice his unease.
"On this special day, could I ask for a birthday wish from you?"
"From me?" Serena asked, puzzled. She looked to the side at Jake to see he was not surprised at all. He even gave her a little push, seeming to be urging her to agree. "Okay." Travis was her idol. It was such an honor for him to ask for a birthday wish from her. Looking elegant, Travis said,
"I have no wife or child, and you don't have a father or mother. As I get older, I long for the company from a child. Will you be willing to be my daughter?"
Serena's heart was almost in her throat. Be his daughter? Be Travis's daughter? Staring at him, Serena found that he was not joking at all. Seeing that Jake was still calm, Serena asked, "You knew this?" Jake nodded. Travis thought Serena was not willing and looked a bit upset. However, he said,
"It's all right if you don't.